So I'm breaking Blackout Tuesday because it's after 1 a.m. On Tuesday. But I wanted to talk about two things. One thing, during this day of reflection, this Tuesday of reflection, I want to ask myself, and I ask you to ask yourselves, what makes this time different? Why is this time different? Next year, this time, will we be able to say that we made a difference? That this hasn't happened again at all? Or will we look at each other and say, you know what, we did our best? So, during this day of reflection, I really want us to think about what makes this time different. The next thing I want to talk about is this particular police officer and some police officers that feel empowered to not listen to a dying man's cry. Where does that empowerment come from? Where is it coming from? Breonna Taylor, where did that come from? That's the other thing that I want us to think about. You know, when a man says that he can't breathe and you don't move, you have so little compassion that you do not move. You have so little compassion that those fellow officers didn't move. Why do they have so little compassion? And why do they feel empowered when people are recording them? They know they're being recorded. They're telling him that he is killing this person. And he doesn't move. I always say, no matter who you are, and I say this to people all the time, reverse it. You know, if the person down there on the ground is black and you're white or Hispanic or Asian or whatever, a woman and not a man, put yourself on that ground and ask yourself, what would you want that police officer to do for you? What would you want those other 3 police officers to do for you? If it was my son on that ground, what would I want them to do for him? Ask yourself. And I think when you think about it that way, that you're filled with compassion to go out there and make a difference. We need everyone. We need everyone. We can't have, liberals marching. We can't have Democrats marching. We can't have Republicans marching. We can't have Christians and Muslims, and we have to have everyone marching. And doing that effectively. How do we do that effectively? That's what I want to think about tomorrow. I want to think about what makes this time different. How do we protest effectively? And why did those police officers, why do some police officers feel empowered to have little to no compassion?